Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. How do I sound? How was it? Check, check, mic check. Anybody on? Anybody hear me?
Do it again.
There they are. Better? Okay, Kathy says it better.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Sound better? Perfect. Everybody say perfect.
Good.
Sounds good. Better. And I got my speaker working, believe it or not, during all that too. I just plugged my speaker back in and it worked just fine. Go figure.
Go figure.
You never know, right? Much better. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to turn
And
the
look what's
camera
moving
around.
right above you.
What happened?
Look what started moving a little bit right above you.
I can't do that while I'm doing this. And the picture's moving just as we started again. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's moving. All righty, here we go again. Reload.
Take two.
So what I was going to do before was, before everything went kablonkers, I'm going to actually take the picture. This is me. Everything going off is me. I'm going to put that right there where you guys can see it. See if I can see the hair on. Oh yeah, there was hair on the back.
Can you turn it around?
No, not right now.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to stop it from moving if I can. I'm like trying to make it as still as possible. Okay. Whoever you are, whatever your name is, I mentioned a pendulum. I'm not sure if you know what a pendulum is. They would use it.
Oh crap! It's moving more.
They would use it for seances and things of that nature for spirit communication. People would have like a string and a pendulum on the end of it, and then it would go either sideways or back and forth or in a circle to answer questions. Now I know that your picture can't do all that, although it can rock side to side or front to back. But I'm going to ask you to maybe try to use your energy within the picture and the hair to answer by rocking it side to side a little bit more. So it's really, really obvious. If you could kind of just push it with your fingers so that it's really obvious that it's moving to answer or let us know that you're here, that would be great. I did put that little twinkly ball on the floor. I don't want to touch it because I don't want people to think that I'm the one moving it. But if you tap that, there you go. Look at that. That's really, really good. Really, really good. What about your picture? Could you use your energy to make that move again, side to side, like the way you were doing it when I walked in?
I want to move that light that's down there so they could see it better too. Try to be. There you go.
So I'm going to do a regular EVP session. Yep. Thank you for doing that.
Wow.
I'm going to put the recorder down by the picture and your hair. And I want you or your wife or whoever is here to just answer out loud. Just even if we can't hear you and we don't respond to you, just keep talking, okay? I'm going to put that real gently down here. I'm going to mention Michelle's name again. Michelle Wire is the woman who invited you into her home and had this picture there, and she was trying to communicate with you and talk with you. And again, she said that you wrote a letter in the flower that she put on the floor. You seem to react to her.
The lights above your head went off, and I don't know if I caught
Again,
it quick
right?
enough. Yes.
So you did react to Michelle. And that's good because Michelle is the person who can actually hear spirits and communicate with them. We don't have that ability. So even if you're trying, we can't hear you. We don't hear spirits. We can't see spirits. All we can do is try it the way that we're trying now, and hope that you'll maybe try as hard as you can to communicate with us on in the ways that we can. Okay, so I'm going to turn on that recorder. There we go
Oh,
again.
did it
Wow.
again. I'm trying to do it in a way that I get that in the shot and get the lights
So
the
do you
best
want
I
me to put
can.
this back up there?
Yeah, they saw the lights went
Did
when
they?
when you talked about Michelle. I think you should do the EVP session right where you're doing it.
Okay, I'm hitting the record button. EVP session with the man in the morning picture with the hair on the back of the picture. Now, I had mentioned Michelle Wyer's name several times to you, and the fact that she did have you in her home, and that you wrote a letter in the flower. What did that letter mean? What did the C stand for? If you have a message for Michelle, anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that opportunity now. What is the first name of the gentleman who was in this picture in front of me? What is the last name of this gentleman? If there is a female here, what is your name? Did you enjoy being in a family environment with children and just being around people living their everyday lives? If this is in fact a morning picture, who was it that wore this picture around their neck or kept it in their home? Do you have any family members that are still living, ancestors that you know of? What would you like to see happen to your picture?
Ooh,
So,
yeah. You heard that knock, right?
yeah,
That tap.
I'm going to put the picture back up here. Okay.
I was keeping the phone on my knee so that not to move or have shaky hands so that in case it started moving,
All right, I'm going to try my speaker yet again, which was just working 2 minutes ago. All right, don't let me down. EVP session with the man in the picture. Now, EP session with the man in the morning picture with the hair in the back of the picture. Now, with the man in the morning picture with the hair in the back of the picture. Now,
Spirit?
EP session with the man in the morning picture with the hair in the back of the picture. Now, I heard dead.
Really?
EP session with the man in the morning picture with the hair in the back of the picture. Now, dead. Now, EVP session with the man in the morning picture with the hair on the back of the picture. Now, dead. I had mentioned Michelle Wyer's name several times to you, and the fact that she did have you in her home, and that you wrote a letter in the flower. What did that letter in the flower? What did he says I did in her home? And that you wrote a letter in the flower. I did. What did? And that you wrote a letter in the flower. I did. What did that letter
when
mean?
you did that before.
What did the C stand for? I did. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That light has a lit up one time.
No.
If you have a message for Michelle, anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that. Again. If you have a message for Michelle, anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that. I can't tell if you have a message for Michelle, anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that. It sounds like dead. If you have a message for Michelle, anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that message for Michelle. Anything you would like to say to her, I will give you that opportunity now. Sounds like dead again.
Yeah.
Look at that thing moving.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Can you guys tell that that's moving? It's moving it's moving really good now. And
look at that. What is the first name of the gentleman? Even more. Who was in this picture in front of me?
And as you can tell, John's sitting on the floor and I'm sitting in a chair. Neither one of us are moving to cause that. We're purposely making sure we're not doing
What is the last name of this gentleman? If there's a female here, what is your name? Did you enjoy being in a family environment with children and just being around people living their everyday lives? Not moving at all now.
Yeah, it is.
Not moving at all. If this is in fact a morning picture, who was it that wore this picture around their neck or kept it in their home? Do you have any family members that are still living? Ancestors that you know of?
Whoa. That was the tap.
What would you like to see happen? What would you like to see happen? What would you like to see happen?
Right before you talk, there's something,
I'm Bert.
and it just literally lit up
What
again.
would you like to see? What would you like to see? What would you like to see happen? What would you like to see happen
Albert or
to your
Umbert?
picture?
Albert or Umbert? Is your name Bert? Could you make the picture swing or make those lights go off above me? Bert? You said I'm Bert. Okay, how about Albert? Albert. Maybe you said I'm hurt. I don't know. I got to listen to it again, but there was definitely something hurt.
Burnt?
Yeah, I don't want to think that, but maybe I'm burned. Okay, well, that's it for that one. That was pretty
That was
good.
pretty darn
I
good.
didn't expect anything of that, but to tell you God's honest truth, when I came in here and we were looking at objects and we knew that I knew I was gonna do the picture last, or just because the logistics of it. But I looked in the case right behind where Chris is now, and I looked at this picture and it was going just like this.
And trust me, guys, we've seen this piece a million times, and
And
it's
what did I
never
keep
done
saying?
that.
I'm like, come here. Don't.
Yep.
I'm like, come here. Just don't do anything. Just look at this picture. And then we walked out, and we were out there for a while. And I walked back in like real tippy toe-ish, and I stopped at the doorway, and I looked in, and it was still going away. So you had your chance, and hopefully you get more of a chance. But Michelle is going to be aware of what happened here, and we'll tell her, and we'll let her watch it. And I'm sure she will be very happy to know that you're aware of the interaction.
Yeah, that spirit
and that you were
interacts with
happy
her.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for talking with us.
Oh my God,
Again.
it lit up all the lights like you
Again.
say when you said thank you for talking to us.
Look at that. That was good. Thank you for that, sir. I don't know your name, but I appreciate it.
Or whatever spirit is connected to this, thank you.
And I'm glad you had the opportunity to finally join us. And
I do
with
think
us.
what everybody else is thinking. I think the spirit and the energy of it just
Donna Marion's fault.
affected.
She usually tells me to do the evil stuff all the time. I like to do the gentle stuff, but Donna's like, no, do the evil stuff.
Oh,
I blame Donna.
He's so full of.
So now we'll do Crazy Eddie. What's his name? David Jones?
David Jones.
Wasn't there Davy Jones? The Brady Bunch, right?
It was
Wasn't that
Davy Jones. Davy Jones.
Let me show them what this stuff is first
Yes.
before I put it up there.
All right, so let me get up.
So you have your case here.
Which is
Very, very nice. And
gorgeous.
this is leather, right?
Yes.
So you have your case here that, again, has your little buckle there. And then
Let's protect his collars.
inside were collars.
I don't know if you guys have been able to see these old time collars that they would put around their neck. They're like paper, but they're not. They're actually no button around the back.
And then we have a picture of the gentleman himself.
David Jones.
Do you see it or no?
Yeah. I just got to make sure I don't get in the shadow.
So this is number 2 before we get to my picture.
And then there's his tombstone
Oh,
picture.
the picture. Yeah, hold on.
And then
Get this
his.
over here. I'm just going to close
Yeah,
this.
Davy Jones was on the Monkees. Davy Jones.
Put that up there. These two on either side. Put this picture up here, sir. I'll put your picture right there as well. And you want to do this one?
Yeah, I'll start.
Yeah, what?
I'm not saying it again. Only because you'll tease me.
I was just asking what you said. I couldn't hear.
So, I want to get everybody to see this. This is his gravestone. This is the side. This side over here. I can't make out who's on the other side, but this one on this one says, it looks like Davy.
Hold on, let me feel like trying to get a good view of that. So Jones is on the bottom. And there's the headstone. Like I said, Davy's on one side for sure. Right there. If they could see it. And I can't tell what's on the other side. Something Rana? What does that say?
Grananage.
I
Looks
don't
like
know.
GR, the last name. CRANNAGE,
I don't know.
something like that. It's really hard to make out. Very hard. Rwana? It's anyways.
I don't know.
So this is his death card, a loving remembrance card. David Jones, born February 8th, 1870, I believe that's 8. Died December 6th, 1895. He was 25 years old, 10 months and 18 days. I just can't because that's really blotted,
I don't know what
really
he
dark.
died from. 25, that's young.
We will miss thee from our home, dear. We will miss thee from thy place. Let me go over here so I can be right next to you, okay? Then I'm going to read this real quick. Then I'm going to read the back of this card and see if this doesn't strike something in you. We will miss thee from our home, dear. We will miss thee from thy place. A shadow over our life is cast. We miss the sunshine of thy face. We miss thee kind and willing hand, thy fond and earnest care. Our home is dark without thee. We miss thee everywhere. That's really pretty. So on the back of this, the picture with the tombstone, on the back, and this is pretty interesting, I think. I think to dear cousin John, wishing you many happy returns from cousin Alice, June 12th, 1910. So I'm curious, who is cousin Alice? And why is cousin Alice sending a picture of a tombstone?
Picture of the tombstone.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. So we're moving on. So, David, Davy, Dave, whatever they called you, Mr. Jones. My name is Chris. This is John. There's your picture that's right here. You passed away when you were 25. It says, and that's a very, very short life. I understand that. I lost a daughter in her 20s too. So very, very short life. You had much ahead of you. You're buried next to someone. We just don't know who or why or where. And we have your container that actually has your colors that you would attach. They were almost like, remember when we were talking to Donna about what they looks like the priest collars, but they really weren't. They were just the collars of the day that they wore. So we're just here to try to communicate, get to know you, find out what happened to you, see why you're still attached to this stuff or who's attached. We're assuming it's you. From the best that we can tell, we're assuming it's you. Just to give you an idea what we have here, there's nothing here that can hurt you. Above you are purple lights that if you just touch them, they just go to different colors, real simple, just to let us know. The same thing with the purple light that's above your collars. The two little side things that look like little fingers to the side, like little V's. If you touch those, they'll light up red and green. Then we have this little music box if you like music. I like music. If you were to touch that, we have this little blue egg that if you touch it for yes, or it will say yes. If you want to answer yes. Is everything all right?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, the lights just went
What light?
across your head.
And then the yellow light down here, if you tap this, it'll say no. And you just saw the static just went off. I think it's a static from me because I'm cold. So you see how I'm making that go off? And this will actually could tell us what side you're hitting the light on, and it will travel around. So these little here are closer to you if you don't want to get too close to us. If you just tap them, they light up too. Those nice little colors. So I'm gonna wait for that to shut off. Okay. Can you touch something for me to let me know if you want to be called David? Anything at all? Would you prefer to be called Davy? If this isn't David at all, can you make something light up? You can touch anything at all. If the name Alice means anything, can you touch something? The name John? That's John right there too.
I'm Cousin John.
So we're nice people. We mean you no harm. There's nothing here that can hurt you.
Boom.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, he has a sense of humor. Are you silly like John? Do you have a sense of humor? Is that just by what he was saying? That's why you did that?
Well, you said we were nice people.
We are nice people.
Were you listening when we were talking to the others here? You've been here for a little while now.
Yeah. What? A month at
Yeah,
least?
you've seen us talk to a lot of people, and we are nice people.
We've come and gone. We're silly, you know. You picked up on that. But we do care about each and every item that comes in here. And we do have a respect and regard. And the static dome is going off. So thank you very much for doing that. You seem to be a little, and well, there you go. You started off low and you're getting more comfortable, I see. Thank you. Very good. Thank you, David. So you do get this. You do understand what we're trying to do. And you do. Is there anything else that you could touch and light up? You're obviously a very intelligent spirit that's communicating with us. If you can make that go off and you can do it basically with us asking you stuff, that's how we're going to find out things.
See, here's my theory too on, even though we're using modern gadgets and modern devices and stuff, I do think that if they're here and they've been here for a period of time and they've watched investigation after investigation where we've explained and we've gone through, you know what I mean? And we've connected. I do think that there are some that look at it and go, okay. And they kind of have a gist maybe before we even.
Why wouldn't they?
I'm just saying, that's my theory on how someone from the 1800s could be comfortable with doing.
Well, that's just like anything. When we're introduced to something for new and we explain it and we learn by trial and error.
Well, and seeing others interact with the stuff. That's what I'm saying.
There's a comfortability.
Yeah.
And plus, and let's be honest, getting comfortable with us. We come in and out of here. We're not strangers. And if it's been here for a while before we address it, just like that picture with the hair, the memorial locket, it has never moved and done that before. And that's been there for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it wanted your attention.
Isn't the name on the headstone Davy?
Davy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted to be called then if it's on his headstone.
And it's got the same date. I can see
right,
that.
Davy?
December 26th.
I won't want people calling me Jonathan or Johnny on my headstone if I, or addressing me as such if
But
I want to
really
be
can't
called
make
John.
out because of the way the light is. I mean, it's like a light that's on the stone, but I can't make out who he's buried next to. But it looks like an older person.
He's doing pretty good there.
So, Davy, let's go. Let's try Davy. And if you're okay with Davy, if you could light something up, anything at all, and we'll just all night long we'll go by the name of Davy, if that makes you happy, because we're gonna stick with that, being that it is on the headstone, even though your remembrance card card's gonna have your birth name, and we get that. So I'm gonna try a little something different. I'm not, and you actually saw John doing this before, but I'm gonna try this with you, where I'm just gonna put this down and I'm gonna ask questions, and we're gonna see if we can catch your voice. And I know that you already know how because you have been here for a while. You've been hearing this, so I'm not gonna insult your intelligence by going over and explaining it all over again. I'm just gonna set this down, and I'm gonna hit record and ask you questions and play it back. So if you can speak as loud and clearly as you can, maybe we can actually get some answers about you, okay? So just give me a minute here. All right, ready?
Oh,
Thank you for acknowledging that. Okay, so we're starting now. This is with the David Jones collar and tin pitcher and case. Davy, you died when you were 25. Do you know how you died? On your gravestone, there's your name and someone else's name that we can't read. Can you tell us who that is, please? Can you tell me which name you are called by? Do you know what month you were born? Did you have any brothers or sisters? You look like a handsome young man. Were you married? When was this picture taken? One last thing. Is there anything that you would like to tell us? Thank you. Let's see what we got. Thank you for acknowledging that. Okay, so we're starting now. This is with the David Jones collar and tin pitcher and case. Davy, you died when you were 25. Do you know how you died? On your gravestone. On your
During the car passing, it says something. I can't make it out. Hear it?
I'm here, but you gotta remind them on.
on your gravestone.
There's
On
like
your gravestone.
3 or 4 words there.
On your gravestone,
It's like,
there's
whoa,
your
I
name
can't
and someone
remember- I can't
else's
make out
name
the
that we
words off
can't
of
read.
here.
Can you tell us who that is, please? Can you tell me which name you are called by?
You are mine?
Do you know what month you were born?
Is that what you hear or what?
It's too far back in the background to.
But there's something.
What was the question?
What month you were born? Sounds like he's repeating what month. That's what I hear. What month? That's
Yeah.
what I hear, as if he's
Did
repeating
you have any
the same
brothers or
question.
sisters?
What month?
Do you hear that? Right there.
Not from here again.
Hello? It's a male. It's way in the background. This is what I mean. He's a background speaker. Put up to your.
I heard it.
You look like a handsome young man. Were you married?
Couldn't make out what he was saying though.
When was this picture taken?
Why is you moving around?
One last thing.
You hear all that?
One last thing. Is there anything that you would like to tell us? Thank you.
So he's a low speaker. He said something in the back. He said, "You're mine" in the background, but it was so low. There's no way anyone can hear that. You'd have to have that right up against your. And I don't know if you saw, I pulled that around because I blew my ear out with that dang next question that came.
Watch your language now.
But you know what, John, Davey, I'm gonna let John come down here, and I'm gonna let him do the spirit box.
Cousin John.
Cousin John. I'm gonna let him come down here and see if maybe you want to interact with him a little bit more, because I know things were probably a little bit different during your time period.
Yeah, you don't want to. Maybe you don't want no Phillies asking him questions.
Women.
Oh, see, the light just went off.
Seriously?
Did you guys see that? I said maybe you don't want no Phillies asking a question, and the light right above his collars went off. Did you guys see that? That was really cool. Don't worry, Davey. We're not gonna have any more.
John's coming.
We're not gonna have any more Phillies asking you questions.
Well, there was a certain
Yeah,
etiquette
Kathy saw
depending
it.
on what
But
circle
there was
you're
so.
in.
Davey
as
was
well.
a Davey was a man, right, Davey? I can pick up what you're throwing down there, Davey. Okay. Davey Jones. Davey Jones, I'm John. Nice to meet you. I was over there talking to you before. I'm going to try something else here, but I also want to try an EVP session too. One more. Well, maybe you'll talk to me. So, Davey, my name is John. That's why when I was listening about your cousin John, I don't know if that was your cousin or somebody else's cousin, but I'm going to turn this box on here, and I want you to try to talk through it. Let's record it. And we might be able to hear your voice and hear your answers a little more clearly than we did on that little box there that we were just trying. So just talk out loud, say what you want to say, and just try to answer, okay? And hopefully you could tell us a little more about these collars and maybe about this picture here too, and about your family if you had one.
Yeah, because I didn't really talk about his collar, so you could ask more about it. And, there's quite a few of them in there.
Davey, if you're here, could you say Davey Jones? Could you say your name? Davey. Holy crap, and I didn't run the recorder.
Of course not.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Davey. Davey, my name is John. I know you heard that the first time. Davey, where are you from? I know you only lived till 25, Davey, and I'm sorry about that. Were you sick?
That's why
Did
I'm
you
calling
die
him
of
Mother Man.
Did you die of a sickness, Davey? Maybe. Was it an accident? Did you have an accident of some kind? Work? David, what's in that box? That container there? I don't even know what to call that. What's in there? What you keep in there? Good thing about that is that it's on the live stream, so I can catch that Davey again. What's inside this box, Davey? Could you tell me that? Should I be wearing collars? What do you think? Do you think all men should wear collars even now? Mind if I take them out and I show everyone? I'll take your picture here, Davey. That's me. Davey, how old were you when this picture was taken? Could you tell me that?
The other light went off up there.
How old were you in this picture, Davey? All right, I'm gonna take your collars out here, and I'm gonna just take one out, okay? That's me. Without breaking everything. All right, Davey. So I'm gonna open up this. What am I holding in my hand, Davey? Huh? How'd you put these on? Like this? Not how they went? How do I look?
Would that be a neck or on the arm?
You think so?
Does that fit around your neck or does it?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
There's the button. All right there. See?
Yeah.
I'll go like this. Davey, am I okay? Okay if I put this on? What do you think? Pretty good? I'm going to try just. I'm going to try.
John. The static up above went off. The fingers.
So I shouldn't be putting it on, huh? So it's not okay if I wear them? Maybe I have it upside down or something?
Yeah.
What do you think? If it's not okay if I wear them, could you make those lights go off again? The green and red fingers? Oh boy. Did you see that? All right, take it off. Put it back. Sorry about that, Davey. Didn't mean to upset you. I got you. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right, Davey. So I'm going to try to hear your voice one more time on this box here again. Okay. So just a couple of quick questions. How funny was that?
That was funny.
You got to take chances sometimes. You have to. You have to. Told you, Donna wants me to investigate the dark ones all the time. I like the little butterfly ones and the nice ones, like our friend over here. Okay, Davey, I'm going to put one of your collars on the floor here with the recorder right inside of it, like that. And I'm going to put another one on, like that.
I don't have a flashlight. There we go.
Davey, if you don't want me wearing your collar, you can tell me to take it off or stop. I'll take it off anyway, Davey, because I don't want to make you mad and disrespect you. So I'll put it back. Oops. Davey, were you married? I asked you before if you were sick. Did you die from a sickness? Did you die from a disease? Did you have an accident of some kind? What is the other name on this tombstone? Can you tell me that? Do you know who that is? There's your name and another name. Who's the other person? We asked everybody the same question, Davey, and we'll ask you the question. What would you like to see happen to your collars here? Okay. He doesn't want me wearing them, so I had to try that for the first one at least. Chris made me do that, Davey. I apologize. Told you about those fillies, those women, those dames, whatever we called them back then. Right inside of it, like that. And I'm going to put another one on, like that. I have a flashlight. There we go. Davey, if you don't want me wearing your collar, you can tell me to take it off or stop. You're right about the low talking.
He talks in the
Somebody's talking
background.
away in the background.
Yes.
It's really super low. I'll take it off anyway, Davey, because I don't want to make you mad and disrespect you, so I'll put it back. There was a whole sentence there. Davey? It's only somebody said I didn't listen. Were you married? I asked you before if you were sick. Did you die from a sickness? Did you die from a disease? Did you have an accident of some kind? What is the other name on this tombstone? On this tomb? What is the other name on this tombstone? Can you tell me that? Do you know who that is? There's your name and another name. Who is the other person? Oh, right next to me.
I
Right
saw
next
it
to
light
me.
up.
Right here. We asked everybody the same question, Davey, and we'll ask you the question. What would you like to see happen to your collars here? All right, not much an EVP, but he did light it up when I put the collar on, so that was pretty cool. There was very light talking, and he sounded like a man said a whole bunch of words, and then at the very end he said, "But you didn't listen." So that's when when I watch this live again and I clip it and I cut it, I can amplify that by 300% to kind of.
Yeah, I'd like to know
partition that out.
if you got the same statement that I heard that was so, and I didn't play it back over because it was so low. It said, "You're mine."
Was the picture in? No, the picture wasn't inside. Right?
Yes.
It was?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put your picture back here, Davey. I do appreciate you talking to us, and I apologize for putting the collar on. Chris made me do it. I didn't want to do it. Okay.
Exactly, April. OMG. John does what he wants to do.
No, not true. It's very He could be influenced easy.
By what?
Power of female
Certainly not
persuasion.
me.
Power of female persuasion. Davey knows all about that. All right. So this one again is I don't know if there's anything or anybody attached to it. I got to switch all this around. But I'll tell the story about this one again as soon as I get it set up. I can see it through my pocket. That stinks. I thought there'd be a light show in my pants, but guess not.
Hi, Dana.
I'm just going to move this over here. And I'm going to go get the last object here.
Which is very interesting.
Owie.
You okay?
Just the back. My old beat up back. Oops. Burr.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil this piece for him. I think I need to get out of your way too.
It's a heavy one.
Would you like me to turn the light on while you're?
No.
Okay.
I just got to make sure there's something there to lean against. Like that. Isn't that good? Or
No, put your picture. There you go. Leave it right off to the side. As long as you leave it off to the side. All right. One, look at, it's in a shadow box, just so you guys can see. The frame is in the shadow box itself. And this is, I'm trying to get close enough without stepping on the gear. That's the veil that's coming over. There's a shadows that's coming on here. I don't know where the shadow's coming from, so I'm trying to turn it. There we go. Her in her dress.
beautiful frame.
And then you can see the veil.
The wedding dress that she's wearing in the picture.
It's up around the painting, around the edges.
Watch where you're stepping. Is there stuff all around you?
Yep. That's why I was trying to be very, very careful. Okay.
Okay, so let me tell you the story of this object here. Chris and I were killing time while we were doing an event somewhere. Actually, at Sterling Hill Mine. And we went to an antique store. And as I'm walking around, I passed this frame and I looked at it and I stopped for a minute. And then I walked away and I came back and I looked at it again. And I just got a vibe from it. And I walked away and look, see it? See it?
Yeah, as you're talking about it.
As I'm talking about it. And I got another vibe. And I actually was going to buy it for myself because I was getting that vibe and that feeling from it. So then I reached out to Donna and I said, hey, Donna, I sent her a picture. I said, what do you think of this? You know, and she said, I love it. You know, buy it. So I bought it and she gave me the money back for it. And she put it out, you know, in the main gallery because she said, I don't really feel any kind of attachment from it or anything. And I just wanted to investigate it because of the vibe that I
But
got.
I want to point out, you and I were walking around that. It's like you walked in, and I think we walked maybe a fourth of the way in, and you saw it on the side. I had walked away and was looking at something else, and you saw the picture, and you said, "Oh my God, this thing I'm drawn to. I'm just drawn to it." And I said, "Well, come on, let's go look at other stuff." And then you just could not forget. You couldn't even focus. You were
No, I
so
was buying it. no
taken
matter
with
what.
this picture. It's absolutely beautiful. Even inside the shadow box. The shadow box itself has
I'm gonna
detail.
put this over here so the dome could still be in proximity of it. Move that out of the way
Well, now there's a shadow where the part of the frame is in dark.
because of
Oh,
this.
the battery's running low from your SLS. I don't know why. Maybe something's drawing from it.
Well, I don't know where the shadow.
I don't know, but I've got it. I got it. You can put yours down. There you go. I got it.
All right.
Problem solved.
Okay. So again, I was very drawn to this picture. I don't know why. My name is Sean. This is Chris here. I was the one who purchased this picture from a store in New Jersey. And I don't know why I was just drawn to the image of the two people, to the beautiful frame, to the shadow box itself and why it was in the shadow box. And I just thought, maybe there's somebody, maybe either of these two people, or maybe somebody is attached to this frame, to the picture, to the veil. I just thought there was so much there that I thought maybe those people from that happy day in their lives, and I don't know what happened after that day, if you had children or whatever, but from that particular day, maybe you guys are still connected to this picture that maybe hung in your house for years and years and years and years, and then wound up in a store somewhere, not with your family members or your children if you had any or anything like that. It just wound up in a store. So I'm going to explain to you how these things work that are around your picture. These purple glowing lights that you see here, these things that glow, that look, I don't know if you've ever seen things like this before, but they change colors of the rainbow if you were to come out from that picture. All you would have to do is release your energy if you're here, or stand there, and they're going to change different colors. These things that I put up on the top, they have fingers like this, plastic fingers. They're going to light up red and green if you're in the area or if you touch them. I have Easter eggs on the top that say yes and no, one blue, one yellow. You just touch them with your fingers. Oh, I was wondering what I do with the rest of them. And they work just like these do. See these in my hand? I know they look kind of like magical or whatever, like stars, they twinkle. But these will just light up and twinkle if you touch them. I'll put them all up top there. See that? They didn't hurt me. They won't hurt you. They're not fire. They don't burn. They're just simple little touch toys. That's it. I'm going to ask you, and this here makes music. See that with my finger? And this here lights up the different colors of the rainbow. If you were to touch it, I'm actually going to put this on the floor too. That's me. Brr.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to come out from there if you can, and you'll see the reaction to the things around the picture frame. Nothing there will hurt you. I really do. Again, if you're here, I'd like to know it. I would like to think that people still can either be channeled in or come in through the,
Oh.
See that? See it?
Yep, the lights above went off.
Thank you for doing that. So if you come out from the picture and if you both or either of you stand in this area, you'll see the different colors, how that just lit up different colors like that. You'll see a lot of different things happen here that won't hurt you, but it's just our way of knowing you're there, because we can't see you and hear you. You can be standing right here talking to us and we wouldn't know. because we don't have that ability. But what we do is talk to the people who have passed, and maybe they're attached to things that they loved, like a picture of their wedding. And again, there are moments in our lives that we remember forever. Even if you stayed together or not, you were still in love at some point and got married. And I'm hoping that this was the beginning, and maybe you had children and you had grandchildren, and your family grew and you two were happy together. And maybe you're together in the afterlife, in heaven, if there is such a thing. I would hope that would be the case. So we want to talk to you and find out more about you. That's it, about you and your family. So that's why we're going to give you the opportunity to speak, to release your energy in this area here around your picture. Because, like I said, I would like to think that people are still together and people are.
I'm going to point out something too that I just noticed. The gown.
Yeah.
The gown's shorter. It doesn't go all the way down to her feet.
Yeah.
And the train is really long. I wonder what that, like, if it is.
Look.
It's responding, huh? No, my stomach didn't growl, people.
So this is Chris. Chris was mentioning your wedding dress, how unique it is. Again, the wedding dresses, most of the wedding dresses that people have seen throughout the years are longer. In fact, people have to kind of hold them up when they go walking and stuff. And yours is shorter. Did you design that dress or have it made that way so that it was shorter? I imagine you did. I mean, very modern for the time. I don't know how old this picture is, but
People are saying they heard a growl or a sound before the lights flashed.
really.
Yeah. So I'll have to go back and find out. People are asking if my stomach growled. No.
So we're going to try to hear your voice, okay? Either of you, whoever's here, we're going to use two different things that may seem completely different to you. But these are the things that we use to hear you talk because we can't hear you. Like I said, if you're standing there, this little box here is a recorder. And I don't know if they had recorders or even phonographs, records back when this picture was taken. But this is a recording device. This could actually record your voice if you were to speak out loud. So we could ask you questions and then we could hear you if you respond. Okay? So we're going to try that first, and then we're going to try something else that's a little different. This is a radio here next to me. Don't know if they had radios back in your time or your day, but this is a radio that's broken that we could maybe hear your voice as well. So we're going to try this one first. Okay? I'm going to put this down on the floor.
Her bouquet looks bigger than her.
She's very short. I mean,
Tiny woman.
what'd you say?
She's a tiny woman.
I mean, that bouquet of flowers is half the size of her.
It is,
Right.
literally.
I mean, it takes up half her body in the picture.
And the fact that her gown is shorter, just above her, right, just below her knees, I guess, and a T-length dress, and her veil goes all the way to the floor and drags like a normal one would do, and those really pretty white shoes that she has on. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like from the 1920s, definitely, but they both kind of look stiff, don't they?
Well, those are the pictures of the day.
Yeah.
They weren't, probably took 3 hours to take that picture.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the recorder on. We don't have a whole lot of time left here. I just wanted to give you guys, if there was somebody here, I want to give you a chance. If not, then I was wrong. My vibe was wrong, but I just wanted to give you a chance anyway if you are here. Okay, I'm putting the recorder down. Okay, there you go. Good. Okay, we're going to try to hear your voice now. Okay, now I am recording. I want to know what is the name of either the man or the woman in that picture. Please say your name. Did the both of you have children together? Did you stay married to each other? Can you tell me what this is around the frame of the picture? Are you upset that your wedding picture, one of the most important days of your lives, that this picture was sold at an antique store? Were there many more pictures taken that day like this one? Chris had mentioned that the dress is cut short. Did you have it designed that way? Was this picture hanging in your home for your entire lives? Are you both still together now? You have any questions?
Are the flowers that you're holding big because it's hiding a situation that you didn't want people to know?
Gotta go there.
Well,
Shotgun wedding?
it's just such a big and I'm just wondering.
I'm sorry I let her ask that question.
Things happen
Jeez.
sometimes. I mean, we're all
Jeez.
human. That
You
you
could
know.
light that light on top there if that was inappropriate. Either one of those. If you want to touch those lights, to light her up to show her
No,
that
it's
was an
it's
inappropriate question.
human
She should-
basic
She should see that.
condition. I'm wondering if it's to hide a pregnancy.
The lantern did light on the bottom when I said,
Yep.
what is this that's hanging inside of the picture? It went off right when I said that. So, okay, there you go. Good, good. Okay, we're going to try to hear your voice now. Okay, now I am recording. I want to know what is the name of either the man or the woman in that picture. Please say your name. What the hell? Henry or I'm Ray?
Henry.
Yeah. Henry?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Henry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Henry.
sugar.
People are asking if that's a black veil around the picture frame.
It looks, it
Yeah.
could be.
It does look like
Henry,
that.
is that your name? Light up the thing on the top there. That's you, Henry? Or the light on the bottom? Did the both of you have children together? Holy sugar daddy. Did the both of you have children together?
Yes.
Holy. Did the both of you have children together? Oh, I got chills all
Oh,
over my
I
body.
think she was in the
Oh,
motherly
I got
red.
chills all over my body. What? You said two words there, really, really light.
Oh, all
I
the
hate
lights
to
went
say
off.
it, but I think I hear asshole. Okay, one more time. Right, the light's going up behind me. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Did you stay married to each other? You call me an asshole? I hear asshole.
Yep.
And the lights are going crazy behind me, right?
Yes. The lights went off on behind you.
Stay married to each other?
That's crazy.
Can you tell me what this is? Around? Can you tell me what this is? Around the frame of the picture? It was funny. He called me an a-hole and then lit up all the lights. I'm not the one who said she was pregnant there, Henry. Or are you upset that your wedding picture, one of the most important days of your lives, that this picture was sold at an antique store? Is that another one?
Yes.
Store? What I ask?
Upset about being sold at an antique store.
Oh my, listen. He is not happy that this thing,
Nope.
that's why the asshole thing too. He is not happy. I don't blame you, Henry, if that's your name. That's a family freaking heirloom right there. Were there many more pictures taken that day like this one? Chris had mentioned that the dress is cut short. Did you have it designed that way? Was this picture hanging in your home for your entire lives? What? For your entire lives? Is that another yes? I can't. For your entire lives? for your entire lives. He says something. For your entire lives. For your entire lives. Sounds like maybe lives. For your entire lives. Sounds like maybe lives.
Yeah, people are saying that's probably a mourning veil.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Are you both still together now? Yes.
Oh, all the lights went off.
Oh, really? Did they?
Yes,
Oh, good. So they didn't answer it.
but they answered that way.
Are the flowers that you're holding big because it's hiding a situation that you didn't want people to know?
Maybe it's a secret that's supposed to stay
She
a
was
secret.
asking if you were knocked up. Shotgun wedding. The lights went off when I asked if they're together. Oh, look again. Did you see
They're
it?
together, and then it
Oh,
went off all together.
shoot.
Yep.
How awesome is that?
Wow.
This is our first feel good investigation. No, all three, pretty much. I don't know if I like that. I like the dark stuff, but
They're alive in this pit. They're not posed as dead.
no,
They're this is definitely
They're
their
alive.
wedding day.
So you guys are together. You know how pleased I am to hear that you are still together in what we call the afterlife in heaven, whatever you want to call that. And I am so happy that you were willing to talk with us. And Henry, I would have loved to have known your wife's name as well, but I understand why she didn't answer. But
Yeah.
thank you both so much. And I'm so happy to hear that you're both still together.
And Lorraine pointed out that not only the lights went off, but the lamps together.
I
They're
mean,
all.
thank you guys so much for this because I did feel something, and I do tell people all the time that maybe it is the person. For whatever reason, I was drawn to this picture, and I just felt something.
You did, and maybe it was because it connected to you. People wanted to be able to see this kind of close up before. Give me a second, guys. Get it focused here. So this is inside the frame, the shadow box. We'll come down to their pictures. Just wanted to see if you guys could see their faces. It's kind of hard because the veil comes down over his face. How big the flowers are. They're bigger than her.
It's a beautiful dress.
Very. And even the shoes and the stockings, I mean, they had money. This looked like a very affluent, well.
And that was a picture that was hanging in their house forever. You know it was. Look at that frame. I mean,
the frame
that's
is
something that they
absolutely.
spent money on, and really, I totally believe that was in their house forever. And maybe the kids had it, and then after a while, you know what happens, and these things wind up at estate sales or.
Yeah, Luann said
something.
this was the style of the time. Her grandmother.
Yeah, they
Was your
wind up
aunt or your grand? I think it was. She said her
in
aunt.
estate sales or something, and the next thing you know, an antique person, has them. And
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm not doing it justice, guys. I'm really not. I mean, it's kind of hard with the glare off the light and everything.
take a
but
picture of it and try to post it
yeah.
from a distance.
And I wish I could get their faces so much better. That's about the best I can do.
I'm not even gonna try spirit box because I don't want to.
No. I think the fact that they communicated the way they did.
That was really.
I don't know if you noticed, but the static light's off going off, and that never goes off.
Oh, and the lights.
And the lights just went off. Show your flashlight off. That static light's on.
Oh, right there.
Yep. That red light, guys, that never goes off. It's something we always put out, and then it's like, so something's there. Yeah, that is a morning veil.
Thank you both. Honestly, I'm beyond happy to hear that you're still together. I would hope that every couple could be together forever in the afterlife and everything. I really do appreciate that.
Watch your eyes. Maybe this will show it better.
I'll find the switch.
There we go. So you get a better shot of it. Nope.
Oh.
With the lights on. Again, his face is obscured by the veil, but I could see the frame.
I tried to get it the best I could.
That's it though. Great investigation. Yeah, I think that was, again, no dark stuff, but it was very good nonetheless.
No, I think it was a surprising night. It was way much more than I expected. I mean, I was shocked at what we got tonight.
Yeah.
Happily, very happily. But I like the nature stuff, not the dark
Yeah.
stuff. So it's
Every
my
now
kind
and
of
then
night.
it's not bad, I guess.
See?
Yeah.
And listen, that light's still staying on.
I prefer the darker stuff, but that's just me.
It is you, and the lights
Oh,
just
and I
went
see
off
all
and
the lights
confirmed
going
it.
off in front of me.
Yep.
The lights are still going off on the
As soon
side
as
of
you
me.
said it, it was-
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you later in the week. Probably, what's today? Probably Thursday-ish, Friday-ish. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you soon. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.